Assalamu alaikum. How are you all? Dear student, hope you all are well. I am your assistant teacher for class 5 from IYS school. Kindly check your speaker that you are hearing me properly and listen my instruction carefully. Keep your textbook and notebook along with you and notebook along with you to note down some important points. If you have any questions, so you can ask me at the end of the class by raising your hands. Yesterday I taught you the topic of services. Now I am going to give you quick review of yesterday's lecture. First of all, the definition of services. Services is the action of helping or doing work for someone. Millions are involved in voluntary service like Abdul Sattar ED Foundation, etc. Or a system supplying public needs such as transport, communication, or utilities such as a regular bus service, etc. A definition of full service is a business that offers the full range of service for their type of business. An example of full service is gas station that has people to pump their gas into their vehicles and to repair vehicles. Here I want to share one famous quote. Service to others is the rent you pay for your room here on earth. Now, the next slide is which I'm going to share with you, that is definition of occupation. What is occupation? Occupation commonly refers to occupation or job, one's role in society, often a regular activity performed for payment. Occupation protest, political demonstration by holding public or symbolic spaces, military occupation, the martial control of the territory, occupancy, use of a building. And here are some pictures of occupations. First is cameraman, journalist, housewife, salesman, librarian, diver, and pirate. Second is the definition of profession. What is the definition of profession? Here I want to share with you. A profession is a job at which someone work and for which they have had training. It is what they want to do to get money or a living. People often study for years to do their job. Sometimes profession only means learned professions, but sometimes the word may also be used for their jobs. Now, the pictures of the different type of the professions. A banker, a teacher, a doctor, a chef, a policeman. Now, here I want to share the flow chart which I have already discussed you yesterday. Services, first is services organization and second category is non-government organization. Okay, so first of all, government organizations category is here. Municipal organization, post offices, then police, fourth is Supreme Court, then State Bank. Non-government organization, Pakistan Telecommunication Authority, Karachi Electricity, KE, steel mill, shopping malls, private schools and institutions. Here the definition of the government organization services. Those organizations which are under the supervision of government are called government organization services. All management work and financial budget are controlled by the government. Non-government organizations, those organizations are controlled by the non-government sector, means all those organizations are running by the help of the private sector. Now, the next is services organization. In a developed city or a country, there are also a number of organizations that help the people and provide various services. For example, municipal corporation, hospital, banks, post offices, the fire services, utility services, ambulances services, and some other voluntary services like Abdul Sattar ED Foundation, CHIPA, etc. Now, first, I want to share with you municipal organization. As you know it very well, the municipal organization is the government organization. Each country is divided. Municipal organization, police services, hospital, post office, fire brigade, and bank services. Municipal organization. Each country is divided. Municipal services or city services refer to the basic services that residents of a city except the city of local taxation based on property value and central government grants in the main means of funding core service. What is the meaning of the core service? Municipal organization in a city help us to keep the city clean. They take care of the sewage, garbage, they make roads for us and lay the pipelines. Now the next is a hospital. Hospital services is a place where sick and injured people are taken. In a hospital, there are doctors and nurses who help the sick and by giving them medicine to recover from their illness. A hospital should always be kept clean so that the germs and disease don't spread around. Hospital services may be defined as facilities and utilities offered by hospital in the form of medical and surgical assistance, laboratory and pharmaceutical provisions, staff, and specialist, advanced equipment, etc. In short, hospital services include anything and everything that hospital offer to their patient. Hospital services make up the core of a hospital offering. They are often shaped by the needs or wishes of its major users to make the hospital one-stop core institution. Core means the center of an object of its local community or medical network. Hospital are institution comprising basic services and personal means group of the people willing to obey orders, usually departments or medicines and surgery that administer clinical and other services for emergency services, hospital services, core a range of medical offering from basic health care necessities or training and research for major medical school center to service designed by an industry owned network such as institution as health maintenance organization. Post office. A post office is a public facility that provides mail services including accepting of letter, parcels, postages, stamp, packaging, and stationery. The chief administrator of a post office is providing post office boxes and selling called a postmaster. A post office is a public facility that provides mail services including accepting of letter and parcels. The post office is also a service provider. It is a government organization. It carries mail from one place, from one city to another city, from one country to another country. We can also send money and parcels through the post office. The post is sent through the rail or air transport. Postmen then deliver the post to us. Now, some private courier services have also started in Pakistan, like DHL, etc., which have made this service more efficient and organized. People preference for a post office over a pub or, or bank near their home highlights just how much people value this service. The government network transformation program has been broadly successful in ensuring that people can access post office services. Citizens advice will continue to monitor the impact of the changes to the post office and make sure that the service meets people's needs. We urge the government, we urge the new government to make sure that the level of the funding for the post office's network is maintained once the transformation program is completed so that the post office can continue to provide its vital role and vital services. Post offices play a vital role at the heart of the local communities. Consumer and business rely on the post office for many services, not just sending and receiving the parcel, but accessing banking, getting local information, and paying the bills. Now, the next is police. Police body offers representing the civil authority of the government. Police typically are responsible for maintaining public order or safety, enforcing the law, and preventing, detecting, and investigating criminal activities. These functions are known as policing. Police are often also entrusted with various licensing and regulatory activities. In every city, there is a police service. This service is provided for the people by the government. The job of the police is to the people, they arrest the people who break the law in every city. They are a number There are the numbers of the police station located at the different points for the safety of the people. Now, come on the next one, that is fire department. Listen me carefully. A fire department of fire brigade, also known as fire authority or fire service, is an organization that provides firefighting services. In some areas, they may also provide technical rescue. What is the meaning of the rescue? To save from the danger zone is called rescue. Fire protection, investigation, and emergency medical services. A group of firefighters, especially as formed temporary, are called upon the assist a fire department in an emergency. Firefighters also provide an important role in educating the people regarding the fire and safety. According to the Williams, by teaching fire prevention and educating the people on how to respond in emergency situation, they can help save lives. Firefighters respond to fires, accidents, and other incidents where there are risks to life and property. Full-time firefighters help protect the public in emergency situations. They respond to a wide variety of calls as well as fires. They assist at car crashes, chemical spills, flooding, and water rescue. The firemen, who are trained professionals, work hard to extinguish the fire. They also rescue people who are trapped inside a house or a building and give them first aid. Rescue number of Give them first aid. Now the next one is bank service. Banks also provide us service. It is not safe to keep a large amount of money. Nowadays, we can also see in atmosphere the circumstances is not so good at home or in the offices. Banks are the places where people keep their money for the sake of safety and also as a saving. People save money so that they can use it later when there is no need. Bank accounts offer convenience. For example, if you have checking account, you can easily pay by check or through online bill pay. Bank accounts are bank accounts are safe. Your money will be protected from the thefts and the fires. It's an easy way to save money. Bank accounts are cheaper. Bank accounts can help you access credit. The service most often provided include a variety of checking account, saving account, certificates of deposits, and loans, including car loans, etc. Additional services may include safe deposit boxes and investment relaxed services. Bank is defined as the business activity of accepting and safeguarding money owned by other individuals and entities and then lending out of this money in order to conduct economic activities such as making profit or simply covering operating expenses. Investment banking gear their services toward corporate clients. These days, many people carry credit cards. Credit card usually used by bank. If you have a credit card, you don't need to carry money. You can buy things by showing your credit card and later pay the money to the banks. Now, come on the next heading, that is voluntary services. Now I'm going to explain you what is the meaning of the voluntary services. Voluntary means volunteering is a voluntary act of an individual or group freely giving time and labor for community services. Many volunteers are specially trained in the areas they work, such as medicine, education, emergency, rescue, other service, other serves on an needed basis such as in response to a natural disaster, etc. Or a person who voluntarily offers himself or herself for a service or undertaking. A person who perform a service A person who performs a service willingly and without pay. A person who enters military service voluntarily rather than through conscription. The main function of the voluntary organization is to identify the needs of individual groups, communities, and initiate programs and projects to meet them on their own or with the great in and aid of the government. Abdul Sattar ED, Shipa and JDC and some other or foundations are working as voluntary services. Now, the next one topic is what are the benefits of the services? Here some benefits which I am going to share with you. Flexibility. The public sector recognizes the different circumstances that affects employees and can accommodate. What is the meaning of the accommodate? Fulfill needs by providing flexible work hours. Services provides job for many peoples. They also help the needy people like orphans, widows, and etc. They provide shelter, food, clothing for needy peoples. By funding, they can easily help for the needy people. Now, the next one is topic is that is present in your book page number 18. It is a photo album. Here are lots of the pictures along with their description. First of all, I'm going to share you the first one picture. As you can see from the picture, this picture is belongs to the municipal corporation. And description of this picture is labors clean sewerage water drain under the supervision of city district government of Karachi. Now the second one picture is, as you can see on the slide, Shaukat Khanam Memorial Cancer Hospital is located in Lahore, Punjab, Pakistan. The hospital was made by Pakistani cricket superstar Imran Khan. The inspiration came after the death of his mother, Shaukat Khanam, from cancer. Now, the third one picture is State Bank. State Bank of Pakistan is the first bank of Pakistan opened on 1st June 1948. That means after establishing of Pakistan, 1 year of establishing of Pakistan. Pakistan, fourth one picture is Pakistan Post is the largest postal service in the country. Its motto is serving everyone, every day, everywhere. Now, the last one picture that is rescue. 1122 is the Punjab Emergency Services. Here are lots of services, fire brigade that are providing in different type of the provinces, but in Punjab the emergency code number is 1122. Within includes emergency ambulance, rescue and fire services with an average response time of 7 minutes in all districts of Punjab. Now, it's time to share your home tasks. It's time to share your home task. I'm going to explain you. Yesterday, I have given you some questions along with the blanks. Questions are here. Questions along with the answers. You just, if you have, you just take the screenshots and do this one work in your copies. Questions and answers. What do people in the service organization do? The answer is people in service organization help us to make our lives easy. For example, municipal organization, corporation help us to keep our city clean. In the hospitals, there are the doctors and nurses who helps the sick by giving them the services to recover from their illness. Now, question number 2 is why is municipal organization necessary for a city? Municipal organization of a city helps to keep the city clean. They take care of the sewage and garbage. They make roads for us and lay the pipelines for sewage and water. They also help us to beautify our city. Question number 3. Who are the doctors and nurses? Where do they work and what? And students kindly take the screenshot of these slides. Okay, where do they work and what do they provide us? Doctors and nurses are trained people who help the sick and injured by giving them medicine and other treatments to recover from their illness. Now, question number 4. In case of a fire, which organization is called and what do they do? When a fire breaks out in a city, the fire brigade is called. The firemen who train professionals work hard to extinguish the fire. They also rescue the people who trapped inside a house or a building, giving them first aid. Now the question number 5 is, do you think schools are the service organization? What do school do? Yes. Answer is yes. Schools are services organizations. They provide education to children and play an important role in making them good and useful citizens for the society. Now, come on the next one activity, which I have discussed you yesterday. Fill in the blanks. Here are the answers of the all blanks. First blank answer of the first blank is service. Second is clean. Third is hospital. Fourth is postman. Fifth is break. And sixth is bank. Now, come on the activity of book page number 17. This is the page of your book, page number 17. And another slide, I am going to share you the answers of the activity number C. That is, look at the following chart and give each sentence its proper beginning by putting the correct number in giving box. So here are the answers. You just take the screenshot. Here are the jobs. First, I am going to share you the jobs, and after that, I am going to share you the how it served the people. Second one, column. First is a banker, a bus driver, a policeman, a hairdresser, an estate agent, a tele, telecom technicians, a fireman, a teacher, an electrician, a nurse. The answer of a banker is looks after. Last one is looks after people's money. A bus driver drives people from one place to another place. A policeman. A policeman keeps law and order. A hairdresser cuts the hair. An estate agent, an estate agent that is an estate agent that is mm, an estate agent, the telecom technicians that repairs and installs the phones. Okay. Now, an estate agent is helps people to buy and sell their properties. A fireman. A fireman extinguish the fire. A teacher educate the people. And electricians. And electricians an electricians that is the answer of an electrician is install and repair the electrical appliances. A nurse. A nurse is looks after the sick and injured. Students, you just take the screenshot of slide. Now, the next one activity that is exercise number D. Services, one column is allocated for the services and second is for the organization. The first service is electricity. The organization is electricity. The organization name is full form is Karachi Electric City and the short form is KE. And number two is water and the organization name is Karachi Water Supply Board and abbreviation of this one is KWSB. Gas. Now the full form of this organization is Sui Southern Gas Company and the short form is SSGC. Telephone. Pakistan Telecommunication Limited, that is PTCL. Okay. City Cleanliness. Karachi Municipal Corporation, KMC. Now, the last one is that is most important. You just take the student, you just take the screenshot of all these slides, question and answers. That is, first is make your own photo album of government and non-government organization. And next is the challenging question you will have to do in your fair copy. If you have chance to run an organization, which service organization you will be choose and why? Okay, hope you all understand all these things which I have shared you yesterday and today. So, Allah Hafiz.